It's the Tammy and Wanda Show. It's the Tammy and Wanda Show. Hello.
It's Tammy.
And Wanda.
How are you guys doing this week? We're doing good.
We're doing fantastic.
So, I know that we left you guys off last week with a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Oh, a hangover. That's what I have today.
Oh, me too. Ugh. Wine is very good, but you got to make sure it's like less than 2 bottles when you're drinking alone.
Yes, it needs to be in small increments, and I think with us having our very large glasses, that kind of messed us up. Just a little bit.
Absolutely. So, the cliffhanger from last week was a story about the kid. So, the kid belongs to Tammy, and he was at school, and he's one of those kids that he's very intelligent, and he's super helpful, very sweet, but kind of a know-it-all. So, he was in class last week or the week before, and
About the week before.
I think it was the week before, and his teacher was in the middle of a lesson and just kept itching her eyes because it is allergy season.
It is. Wanda has a lot of allergies going on right now.
And she just kept itching her eyes, and out of concern, the kid says, "Hey, so, you're itching your eyes a lot. Are you feeling okay?" And the teacher goes, "Oh, yeah, I have really bad allergies." And he goes, "Oh, well, my mom says that when your eyes are itchy, it's because you don't wash your hands after you go poop."
He did not.
He sure did. He sure did.
Oh, my gravy.
And she kind of was taken aback, and he said, "Well, she said it's because the poop gets in your eye and it can cause pink eye. So I bet you have pink eye." So I got a message about this particular situation.
Oh, I bet you did.
And the tone of the message made it almost sound like she was upset. So I went into like super mom mode and was like super apologetic and so sorry. And he had some, bizarre hygiene stuff up to that point. So we always like to give him real life examples as to why you do or don't do something.
Well, that's a great way. I think that's how kids learn, is having those real life experiences instead of saying, well, SpongeBob did this and he got pink eye. But using real life experiences kind of helps get them to where they need to be.
Absolutely. So, he then didn't really want to admit to it when I got him home. And I get a weird message after I apologized profusely to the teacher. And she thought it was funny. So now I don't know what to do because I thought she was upset. So I kind of took that route as an apologetic parent that said, "Oh, I'll deal with that when he gets home." And I've talked to him about it. And I know he didn't mean anything mean by it, but it's just one of those things where, now what do I do? Because I thought it was funny too.
I think that's really funny. I think that is really funny. And I'm sure that there are a bunch of teachers out there who would say the same thing.
Now, are there any kid stories that you would like to share since Mother's Day is coming up?
Oh, happy Mother's Day. I hope my kids get me something nice. But I do. I have a lot of kid stories. I mean, I have 3 kids of my own. And poop is a major conversation, especially at a young age. The kids go in, they take a poop, and this is a poop podcast now, guys. And they have talked about, that was the biggest poop I had, Mom. I don't need to talk about poop.
Now, do yours also like to show you when it's that large before it's flushed?
Yes, they will take my hand and they will direct me into the bathroom and they will say, "Look at that. Do you think it'll go down, Mom?"
So the point of these stories is if you don't have children, kids are gross. That's kind of the Cliff's Notes version.
Kids are a little grody, but that's okay. Because we love them.
We do, yes.
That's why we have them.
Which is why Mother's Day is a thing. So I thought maybe we could talk about our favorite things that our kids have gotten us, or our favorite things that we like to do with our own mothers.
Oh yeah, for my mom, it's a very funny story. She never asked for anything. Every year she never asked, and I'll ask her, "Do you want flowers?" "No, I kill flowers." That's true. Full disclosure. Sorry, Mom. And and I'll also get her things that she won't use. And her response every year is, I hope that you will get along with your sister. Every year. And that's our little mini tradition.
That's really sweet, though. I also kill plants, so I totally understand that.
That's why Wanda's the plant lady of the group.
Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of the reason why Tammy's husband is the one that's in charge of the garden outside, because she's a plant murderer. A black thumb, as my mother used to put it, because she also has one. That's where I get it from.
Yes.
And I'm not sorry, because you do, if you're listening. And things that we do with my mom is she's very big into spending time.
Oh, yeah.
Spending time.
Same with my mom. She loves spending time with us kids, and I love spending time with her, no matter if it's a holiday or not.
And both of our mothers are very fun-loving and sweet women, so it's like not that difficult to actually sit down and spend the time with them either. So
oh, yeah.
I wonder where we get it from.
I wonder.
Interesting.
Hashtag shout-outs to moms.
Shout-outs to both the moms. So the next thing would be that I think I like the most in my family is husband takes the kid out and gets something, and I collect Funko Pops. So there are these little figurines with the big black eyes.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what they are, look them up. They're very cute. And that's usually what he gets mom, is they go out and they pick it out, and he's so proud. He's very eager to give that little present over.
Aww,
and
I love it.
they're not that expensive, so you make a big fuss over it, and they love giving, and that's a nice lesson.
Yeah, definitely. Side note, you can find them on Amazon or at Hot Topic or anywhere that you shop at, basically.
Target.
Mm-hmm. Love Target.
I mean, I always spend way too much money when I go there. I've been avoiding it like the hot plague.
Me too. I spend way too much money there. I go in, I'm like, okay, I'm just there to get some face wash. I'm sorry, we're losing you right now. But I get face wash, then I get a cup. Then I'm like, oh, I need some food. I'm really hungry. I shouldn't have come to Target without eating.
And they have that handy, grocery area where you can get almost everything.
Right.
Without having to actually go to Giant Eagle or Mark's to get what you need to get.
And then I'm like, wow, I don't feel like I have enough shirts in my closet. And I go over and I'm like, I really like this shirt.
Now, why is it? Have you found that the men's section has better t-shirts than the girls section?
Fucking love the men's section.
Oh my God.
Shout out to men's section. See, I am not a very thin girl, as we talked about in our last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I am nicely shaped.
Curvy.
I'm curvaceous. And why is it that men's clothes fit better and look better than women's clothes?
Well, and they're coming back with these weird trends all of a sudden from the 90s that I hated the first time when I was skinny enough to wear them.
And what are those, Tammy?
Crop tops, and they have I love tie-dye, but this these tie-dyed crop tops with these daisies. Remember when daisies were a thing in the 90s?
Yes. Thank you, Blossom.
Also, they came out with they're coming out with skirts again.
Skirts! Oh my goodness. Okay, so if any of our listeners are avid TikTok fans, which we know that some of you are, so that there is a video out there of a girl who is young and is absolutely flabbergasted by skirts.
She's so impressed because she thinks it's this new invention, this brand new fashion
I can't. I wore skirts as a child.
Oh, my mom made me wear skirts because she was like, if you want that, it better have shorts attached or else you're not wearing it. Those are too damn short for you.
I could not handle it. I could not. I'm just like, this does not belong together. I can wear a skirt with shorts underneath it, not a skirt attached to shorts.
And honestly, I'd much rather wear the shorts and just get rid of that weird panel in the front that makes
totally
it look like a skirt.
Totally agree.
So bizarre. So bizarre.
Oh, yeah. No.
But you go through them, too, and a lot of these shirts they're coming out with, even if they're not too short, are way wide. Because, apparently these girls are wearing these shirts that are oversized.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll buy an extra, extra large, even though they wear like a medium. So they can
they,
wear it as a
so they
dress.
would look good.
Or with a tank top, or do cutting up things.
And, of course, those oversized shirts for those young ladies will fit me just right.
Perfectly,
Just
in
right.
fact, yes.
And they're like, well, actually, that was supposed to be an oversize as they sip their Starbies.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with sipping Starbies. I could use some right now myself.
I agree for this hangover.
There's nothing better for hangovers than coffee and something greasy.
Yes. Speaking of greasy, a shout out to one of our listeners, Brad Vincent.
Hey!
He did comment on our Facebook page and said that he loves buffalo sauce with his nuggies. And Brad, I cannot agree more. When I am in a spicy mood, give me some buffalo sauce. Buffalo sauce.
Does that mean that that's where we're going after the podcast to get our grease for this hangover?
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Nuggies!
Nuggies, here we come. And so now we're just going to swing right back into our Mother's Day, because that's what's coming up, right?
Absolutely. So, the next thing that I know a lot of people do with their kids is a lot of times you see, and I know it's pretty cliche to do this, but dad will get the kids up and then they go and they make breakfast and they serve it to mom in bed. And I'm sorry, I always think it was cute when they make me breakfast, but I don't want to eat that shit in bed.
No.
That's sticky.
It is.
I just washed these sheets and you're going to bring me this breakfast with syrup all over it. And if the kids made it, it's going to be messy and all over the fucking tray. And then it's like, okay, so now I have to mess up my clean sheets.
That, and of course, my ex-husband and the kids, they would do that for me. And of course, you know, it really wasn't my ex-husband that did it. He would be like, I'm going to suggest this to the kids and they can do it. And he's like, well, here's a gift card. You can go to the store and get whatever the fuck you want. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Thanks. I'll do that. But the cleanup afterwards.
Now, is that why
in the kitchen? That's why he's an ex.
An ex-husband, yes. The gift card and the self-cleanup.
Just the gift card and like, oh yeah, so the kids made a really big mess in the kitchen. Yeah.
Enjoy your breakfast. Take your time, but you now have a mess to clean up.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
No wonder he gave me a gift card, because he didn't want to clean up after himself.
And so, husbands, if you're listening, lack of effort equals divorce. So just remember that. And that's in all aspects of your relationship. Lack of effort means bye.
Bye. Yeah. But, I mean, I love the effort. And, of course, I am huge on personal gifts.
Yes.
I love when my kids make things for me. So I have something that is time, like just something in time, like their handprint or footprint.
Oh, a time capsule gift. Yeah, those are adorable.
I love those. It makes me feel so important that they actually took the time to do that. And it's so cute. And I love when parents have them and I see them on Facebook, like they post all that stuff. It's so cute, instead of just getting like a random, like, I don't know,
tchotchke or something you're not going to actually use or enjoy in any way.
Now has the boy made stuff for you in past Mother's Days?
I actually had something come up in my Facebook memories this morning with, I think it was, 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. So he would have been, since he's 10 now, oh man, you're making me do math with a hangover.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, we'll say 5 or 6 years old. And it was this cute little card, and it had his handprint painted on it. So, around a little flower pot.
Aww.
And then the teacher wrote, because he has terrible handwriting, so I know it wasn't his. But the teacher wrote for him his words. So it was basically reasons why he loved his mom. Underneath this handprint of his from when he was small. And I remember being so excited because they got me a hanging basket that I killed because, again, black thumb. And that adorable card.
Aww.
So
I am doing a pouty face right now because that's just so cute.
It's adorbs. And the teachers in this school district are so awesome too, because they always have these great ideas that they come home with, these things that were kind of inexpensive to make, but it's always heartwarming and sweet like that.
It is. And I love that. And of course, my grandmother, who passed away not too long ago, she got me really into crocheting. And I one year made my mom a twin size Afghan for her bed.
Oh, that's really cool.
And that was her Mother's Day gift.
I wish I could crochet. That's something that my grandmother was starting to teach me, but she left us so soon in my life that I didn't have enough time to like practice and actually learn the skill.
Oh yeah. No, I spent so many summers with my grandmother, and she's like, "Okay, guys, we're going to sit down. We're going to do all these crafts and everything." And that's not how she sounds, but you know, it's summer. We're kids. We want to be outside. We want to go swimming. And we want to watch TV because we never get to watch TV a lot when you're in school because you have to do homework, you have to do this, you have to do that, blah, 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 blah. And of course, my grandma was never that person. She never wanted us to like sit in front of the TV 24/7.
Right.
She's like, no, we're going to go do stuff. We're going to go be in the garden. We're going to trim hedges. We're going to go see the family members and we're going to go trim their hedges. And we're like, good God, woman, why are you doing this to us?
I had a grandmother very much like that. My mom's mother was the one that would call and leave the message on the answering machine. And it didn't matter if it was Mother's Day or just a random Saturday, and she'd call and go, "Making cookies, get over here." Click. And that was the whole message. And
good Lord.
She was a sweet lady, and that was just her like way. But that was her preferred way to spend time with us, was in the kitchen. So we'd make hard candy and homemade noodles and just literally any old German recipe that she had on file, we would make. And I just remember that was always indicative of going to Ma's house. That's what we called her. It was Ma. And we would cook with her. And I cooked a lot with my dad's mom also, but she was more of like the entertainer of the two. So she would have like the outside party where we played under this willow tree.
Aww.
And that was our thing, that was our fort. My cousins on my dad's side. And we would play outside, and they'd cook out, and we'd eat, and I still love cookouts. I think
me too.
That's totally her fault in a good way.
Yeah, that's a good thing to keep. But yeah, she tried so hard to get us to learn how to crochet and sew, and we're just like, no, this is overrated. It's the 90s.
Kids even now don't have the patience to learn some of those skills. So
they don't. So, age. Of course, her way of giving us the guilt trip is going, well, when I'm gone, you're not going to know any of these valued techniques that are going to fall to the wayside, and you're not going to know how to, fix your shirt or fix your pants. And it actually, one time when I was in my 20s, I got hurt. And I needed something to do. And I called her up. And this woman, she walked in and she goes, so now you want to learn how to crochet.
The guilt trip again.
Yep. And I go, yes, will you help me? And she goes, I would love to help you. And she just got so excited. So that like smug look like, oh, so now you want to learn how to do it. Turn to, yes, this is fun bonding time for us.
And the shittiest part of life, too, is that you don't realize that these older people in your life are giving you these life lessons that are very important.
Yes.
Until they're gone. And then you're like, oh, shit, your grandma was right.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for knowing how to sew a button back on or how to make a casserole.
And just recently that happened to me. I had washed a shirt and the seams were not fully connected. And after it got out of the dryer, I pulled it out and there was this giant hole. And I'm just like, good God, why did they do this to me? And I took all of my techniques that my grandma taught me and I sewed it back together. So I still had a shirt. And
have you worn it since then?
Yes, I have.
Awesome.
I know. Thanks, Grandma. Shout out to heaven.
Those washer and dryer cycles really tear up some stuff too. People
don't
realize. If you don't wash it exactly the way it has it on the tag, and
I don't care if the washing machine says delicate. It does not do it delicately.
Well, and even if it does, anything I buy that comes home with me has like a death sentence because I am not that careful. I just throw it in, throw some detergent in, and just wash it. And if it makes it, cool. And if it doesn't, Sorry about your luck, pal.
That's right. I always do a fingers crossed that things will come out the way that they went in.
And then teaching husbands that, certain things don't go in the dryer is another reason why people get divorced.
Yep, that is also on the divorce tally list.
How long is that list? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, it's pretty long.
Oh.
It's long. Not like him.
Whoops.
Sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't lie.
Hashtag not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I don't care. He could rot in hell. All I care.
So, the other thing to note about this weekend is we have an announcement.
Yes, announcement. Big announcement. That someone that we know personally is going to guest star on our next episode.
I wonder who it's going to be.
I'm pretty excited.
Should we tell them who, or do we wait until episode 3 next week for them to find out?
Well, we can throw some guesses out there. One, it's a man. Shocker.
Yeah.
On the Tammy and Wanda show.
What?
He has been a part of our lives for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. What else? What else? I mean, he is sitting with us. Like, should he do like a little shout out?
Do we want to have him come over and say hello?
Oh. That would be a no. That would be absolutely a no. He's saying abort, abort, abort this entire mission.
Negative Ghost Rider, run, run. No.
Well, he, as you know, we did give a mini shout out for him in our first episode. Stanley. Stanley will be on our second episode.
Third.
Third. Oh, God.
It's the hangover.
It's that hangover.
I could see it.
God, yes. I mean, my eyes are cross-eyed right now, guys. I can't see straight.
Hangovers are the devil.
Either I need to have coffee or I need to continue on with the wine spritzers.
Ooh, is it too early in the day for wine spritzers?
Oh, honey, it's never too early for Wanda to have a wine spritzer.
I mean, pretty much, as long as it's like after 10:30 in the morning, it's probably okay.
That's right.
Mimosas.
Mimosa's the best breakfast drink of all time.
No, that is something that a husband or a child could bring a mom in bed this weekend.
My kids have learned that very much. I'm not saying I'm an alcoholic. Maybe I am. I don't know.
But a mimosa is always a very thoughtful morning gift for a mother,
Oh,
whether
yeah.
it's her birthday or an anniversary or Mother's Day itself.
Oh, honey, so 2 of my kids are in college, and they know to bring me a case of wine every time they come and visit Mommy Dearest.
And the cases only really last so long, but they have those handy spouts, so you just stick it
They
in there.
They do. I go backwoods style. Like, I throw that in the freezer, and then I have a wine slushie.
Ooh, I'm learning things from you today.
I
That's
know.
very useful information. Wine slushy.
The wine slushies. If any of our listeners out there, if you've ever had a wine slushie, give us a shout out.
Can you mix and match those? Like, is there something that, like, you put with a Pinot Grigio that makes it a little bit more fruity?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
I don't know at
actual
this
fruit?
time.
I'm asking you too many hard questions.
There's
for
a lot of
hangover
hard
day.
questions for this hangover.
So, the next thing that we could discuss, if you would like, is how we're going to celebrate this weekend with our families.
Well, that's a good one.
I think I'm going to get my mom a lava lamp. She's an old hippie lady, so she'd probably really
She
get
really
behind that.
she really is a hippie lady. I think so too.
I did already get her a Paul McCartney t-shirt from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Beatles are her favorite.
Oh, no shit.
And it was from the year that he was inducted, which was 1999.
Oh, snap.
As a solo artist, not with the Beatles. So
One of the good soloists that have come from a band.
I think he was her favorite. I don't ever really know.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really talk. The one she talks the most about is George Harrison.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting one.
Did you know that he actually was married to Eric? I think it was Eric Clapton's wife at some point.
Oh, no.
They like wife swapped. Music trivia. If that's correct, let us know. I'm fairly certain that is, but I don't remember exactly what order it was.
Wow.
George might have been second, but they did wife swap at some point.
I wish my ex-husband would have wife swapped me.
With who, though? Whose husband would you have wanted to swap with?
Good God, I don't know. But right now, I'll take Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
But I'm not married. Sorry, Chris. I'm single, ready to mingle.
See, I always thought the guy that I'd go for would be Chris Evans, Captain America.
That's my second one. That's my guilty pleasure.
America's ass. I mean, who wouldn't want to go for that?
Oh, I would love to smack that America's ass. But that is for another time.
That's a good reason to watch the Avengers with the kids.
Another podcast.
Another day. Which Chris is better? Evans or Hemsworth?
Oh, that is a tough one.
Yeah, I don't think I could pick.
I can't pick. Can I try both?
I don't see why not.
I
don't.
Yes.
One at a time, though. Maybe?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if the wine speaks to me, then both at the same time. But this wine is not speaking to me. So one at a time, because that's as much as my brain can go for.
So I think we are going to go to lunch, not brunch, because brunch is so overdone for Mother's Day.
Oh, that is totally overrated, especially for Mother's Day. The whole brunch thing.
Like, what if I want dinner at like 9 o'clock at night? What if that's how I want Mother's Day to happen? You know, why do I have to be resigned to, let's just go to a place and get brunch because I want pancakes because I'm a mom. No, I want steak and potatoes and like a fucking appetizer. Take me to Applebee's, you know?
Yeah. Go for a dinner.
We're also not sponsored by Applebee's unless you guys are interested. There you
go. Sponsor us. We love sponsors.
We love Applebee's drinks.
And hey, for our fellow listeners, why don't you give us a shout out on our Facebook page about how you spent Mother's Day with your moms?
Absolutely.
Oh no, we've lost Tammy. We've lost her. We lost her.
The hangover started to take over for a second. Sorry about that, guys.
Abort
mission.
Yeah, but I'm saying we love to get the feedback, as we've said before. We love getting feedback.
And if we like your comment, like we did Brad's, you might get a shout out next episode.
Shout outs are the best on podcasts.
Well, I think that we summed up Mother's Day very well today.
I think so. I think my kids will be excited to see me this weekend.
It'll be fun.
I will be in a wine-induced coma for Monday.
Have them rub your feet, turn your favorite TV show on.
Oh, yeah.
Enough.
Oh, it will be. Married to Medicine on Bravo.
Woo! Them Bravo shows are the real deal. Maybe that's what we'll talk about next week. You'll have to tune in and find out.
The real deal.
The real deal. All right. Well, for Wanda, this is Tammy.
And this is Wanda.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.